You never knew from week to week what you were going to be doing on Blue Peter. If it was, you know, doing a drama-based thing, if it was a history story, or if you were going to be throwing yourself off the tallest building in the world. And that, I think, is the thing that I do miss most.
Between them, the presenters have spent 160 years on Blue Peter. At times, it seems a miracle they've lasted so long.
Oh, my word!
There in the studio are all these boys, all in their lederhosen with their little funny hats on. No problem with that. Apart from the fact they're all wearing lipstick, and bright red lipstick. And Matt and I just looked at each other, and Matt's going, dear me.
He was the one who said, hey, have you noticed they've got lipstick on? Let's go and put some on. No.
We had to do the whole show in lederhosen, which is fine when you're doing the dance, but when people are tuning in and you're just doing a normal piece to camera...
It's the huge celebration of Burns Night. And to mark the occasion, we are delighted to welcome the band of the Royal Scots Dragoon Guards, who've flown all the way from Germany just to be on Blue Peter. Woo!
And here they come now, playing the rousing Scottish anthem from Scotland.
And we just couldn't do it. And the trouble was, all the guards were pushing the doors on the other side, and we're there, and I was there going, we can't get the doors open.
They're on the way. Here they are, on hand. Come on in, man.
Yeah, go and have a good natter. You haven't seen each other for a long time.
In the studio, Meg was an absolute nightmare.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.
And she really was. She would lie down and stay when I told her to, but when she knew that my attention wasn't on it, she would just go for it.
Quiet! Did you see that nip then?
And of course, no self-respecting Blue Peter presenter is ever seen without one.
Do you know, I never won one of these when I was young.
Didn't you?
Now, all 250 runners-up will also win one of these. It is a Blue Peter competition winner's badge. Now, as most of you know...
There are many types, and it's not just children who receive them.
But I did win a Blue... Well, I didn't win a Blue... I got given a Blue Peter badge for doing something for Blue Peter, and it's really exciting. And one of the best things about it is that wherever you go, people recognise it. People say, you got a Blue Peter badge, congratulations, what did you do to get that? And I normally say, I rescued a family from a fire, you know, cured a dog. But the other good thing about it is when you're wearing it, you can get him free to Chessington World of Adventure.
I was only 5 or 6, I think. It was my first appearance on Blue Peter.
So how long have you been racing cars for already, Lewis?
About a year.
So you must be pretty good at it. Is it easy to do?
No.
You can see I've got my blue badge, and I'm working on the next one.
I did enter competitions and things like that quite a lot, actually, but I never actually got a Blue Peter badge as a child. It's only as an adult that I've actually had 3 Blue Peter badges, including the gold.
There is no higher honour than a Blue Peter gold.
So, Mr. Scrooge, could I ask you to present Rachel with our gold Blue Peter badge?
The Blue Peter badge, certainly when you grab it, there was a huge amount of prestige about it.
I'd like to give you... This isn't just a normal one, though. This is a programme's highest award. It's the gold Blue Peter badge.
Oh, yes.
So there you are. The Queen was the last person to get one of those. So there you are.
Listen to that. Oh. Yeah. In the club, they might have had a little bit of a joke about it, but I think deep down you could see a little bit of jealousy in the eyes as well, you know? So it's kind of one of those things. I think everyone's grown up with Blue Peter and everyone knows that's quite a big deal.
I'm really honoured. I've always wanted one of these, actually.
Brilliant. Well, we're putting it on, but my hands are shaking, so
I know. When I was 10 years old, I watched Blue Peter every day, and that was where I saw the Bobby Charlton Soccer School, and that's when I turned around to my mum and dad and said, you know, I want to go there, and that's where it all started. So a lot of the credit goes to Blue Peter.
Well, Joe, as a thank you from children all over the
Oh, there can't be more.
I'd like to award you with Blue Peter's highest honour, and that is, as you know, a gold Blue Peter badge.
Now that you have no idea what that means. Thank you very, very much.
Congratulations. Give it up for J.K. Rowling. But also, Peter, for all your hard work with the Scouts, we believe that you deserve the programme's highest accolade.
Right.
And almost 20 years later, when it was the turn of Simon Thomas to parachute, there were different surprises.
The pilot chute got caught up in some dirty air. That's the turbulence behind my head. And so the main canopy didn't come out as quickly as it should have done. Roger and Toby literally had to punch the canopy bag to set it free.
Every night I went to bed thinking, yeah, I'm not so sure about this now. And then you have a moment like that, bottle gone. But you see, that's
suddenly a very interesting development.
But
And
he
I
was
thought,
loving
no, this is the movie. I thought, marvellous.
The more I thought about it, the more I realised that this was one challenge too many.
And without a doubt, because you know when you've done a good film on Blue Peter, because the response you get, and I'm not joking, I had a pile of emails and letters about that thick, from parents and kids who just said, thanks for just being honest.
It had taken all I'd got to get out of the aircraft, but now in freefall, things weren't so bad as I'd expected. I could do it, and I felt confident. Not happy, just confident.
There are millions of things you can do on Blue Peter, but not all of them will make good Blue Peter ideas. You've got to have the action, the presenter, the contributor, the storyline and the visuals and all the rest, and the jeopardy. So those are quite special. And if you find a story that's got all those things, I write on my list. I've got something like 56 ideas on that list waiting to be done.
I went on to do a lot of the vocals for the Blue Peter pantomime every Christmas, and I became the voice of Lizzie, and she would mind my singing.
I've known a few guys who thought they were pretty smart, but you got being right down to a nut. You think you're a genius, you drive me up the wall, and you're a regular original, know-it-all.
Okay, here's my word. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody!
Whilst being fun, Christmas shows also became a time for thinking of others and giving. And Blue Peter's troubles hadn't ended. The past continued to haunt them, and an even earlier incident was challenged. Kitten Gate had broken, and the cat was out of the bag.
I do apologise, Paul. Anyway, now ever since we introduced you to this lovely floppy bundle of fluff, you've been busy on our website suggesting names. Now what we're going to do is put the top 5 suggestions on the website, because we want you to vote for what you want our kitten to be called. So log on.
But the name chosen wasn't the one that received the most votes. Blue Peter was again accused of misleading its audience, and Richard Marson had to leave.
Socks, they're on!
Cookie got more votes than Socks, but we went with Socks, and we should have gone with Cookie.
That was wrong, and so today we'd like to say that we're sorry.
Yep, we would. And what better way to say sorry than with this cute thing? This is our brand new kitten, Cookie.
And Samantha Wills really thinks that you should be getting one of these. She says, Simon, I will miss you. It's so sad to see you go.
The best time to leave Blue Peter, but it's the hardest time, is while you're still enjoying it. I want to thank you for sharing this incredible experience with me, for sharing my highs and lows, and for your amazing letters and cards of support. I hope to see you all again very soon, but for now, all I want to say is bye!
Many of the presenters continue performing and presenting once they leave.
Opens the door to that and shows you the world, reflects it back to you and explains it in a comforting way.
And today's generation of children are discovering the world with Blue Peter presenters numbers 32, 33 and 34. Happy birthday, Blue Peter.
And the 50th celebrations continue with Blue Peter's live birthday on BBC One Northern Ireland on Thursday afternoon at 5:15. Stephen Fry plays team captain next here on BBC Two Northern Ireland with Never Mind the Buzzcocks.